Olympia, which is a town in Washington, their city council has decriminalized nature-based psychedelics. From Olympia, Washington, Olympia City Council unanimously approved a resolution to effectively decriminalize plant and fungal psychedelics. Although the resolution does not enumerate all the psychedelic substances it covers, it includes examples like psilocybin mushrooms, ayahuasca tea, mescaline, and iboga. Resolution discussed during the regular August 13th meeting would make enforcement a low priority of police, those city funds or resources being used for investigation, prosecution, or arrest of people simply possessing or using nature-based psychedelics. Resolution does not allow for the commercial manufacturing or sales of such plants. The group Decriminalize Nature Olympia, which has been actively campaigning for this change since last year, supports the new. Under current law, people who knowingly possess a controlled substance face a gross misdemeanor. First conviction can be a sentence of up to 180 days in jail or a $1,000 fine. 2 or more is a year in jail and another $1,000 out of your pockets. One found to be manufacturing or possessing with the intent to deliver can face 5 years in prison or a $10,000 fine. New resolution does not allow people to drive under the influence, permit the possession or distribution in schools, authorize commercial manufacture or sales, or permit conduct that puts public safety at risk or causes a public nuisance. Pants on, even if you know your Jesus. Prohibit or discourage the investigation, arrest, or prosecution of other crimes of lifestyle. A memorandum from Police Chief Rich Allen to City Manager Jay Burney. Allen notes that the resolution does not prohibit police officers from addressing public safety. Resolution also focuses on mental health as a justification to decriminalize these psychedelics, pointing out that the FDA has sanctioned trials that show positive results that demonstrate the safety and efficacy of psilocybin-assisted therapy. According to the police department, in the last 5 years, no arrests or referrals to the prosecutor's office were made solely for possession of psilocybin or magic mushroom. There were 5 arrests from 2019 to 2024. Each one was a narcotics or DUI arrest where the person also, in addition to being high on fentanyl, heroin, or alcohol, had mushroom. So this is great news. More and more cities and counties are adopting these measures led by Decriminalize Nature. Their grow, gather, gift model, wherein you can grow enough for your own person. You're allowed to gift them to friends. You're allowed to gather these things if they also are in the wild. And I think this is a great move. I think this is backed by science as well as just common sense reality of seeing what happens when people interface and integrate with these substances. Really excited to hear what you all think about this and what my fellow correspondents and hosts had to add to this story. This is St. Germain for the High at Night News on a Friday. Take it away, guys.
So you're telling me that this is in Olympia, Washington? Am I correct?
Yes. Let's plan a road trip, bro.
So Olympia, that is the capital of Washington. Also, this is the capital city.
Oh, you're right. It is.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's the home of a big university there too. I think Evergreen, right?
I think so. I think
so
you're right
beautiful.
about that. Yeah.
I've been to Olympia, and it is an amazing town.
Yeah.
Beautiful town, great vibe. Nothing I could say bad about it except cloudy about 85% of the year.
Yeah, I've always felt that same way. It's like I get why there's so much grunge music that comes out of there.
Fair enough.
Depressing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, but those few months where it is not super rainy, it's one of the most gorgeous places on earth.
It is.
It is. It's epic and
super lush.
Everybody is so they know in their bones that other weather's coming in, so they're out every day riding their bikes and with their frisbees and just getting that sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but for the rainy days, man, they got psychedelics to hop on that astral plane and escape, if you will.
Hallelujah.
But
anybody who's interested, look up decriminalizenature.org. They have a Zoom you can jump on. You can register, jump on a Zoom. It will empower you to start a group to interface with your county supervisors, your city council, whatever level of government you wish to interface with. They will guide you in presenting the case for the grow, gather, gift model and the decriminalization model.
Mm-hmm.
Where the decriminalization model is superior to legalization is it blocks out publicly owned for-profit corporations and others who are seeking to extract monetary value without adding to the culture or the society. If we had decriminalization in cannabis, we wouldn't have these constant bitch fests about True Leaf and Cure Leaf, etc. They would be afraid to enter the space. So I'm hoping to see more and more of the decriminalized model. Even though the FDA did shoot down the MDMA therapy, I think that was apps dropped the ball. As we saw yesterday, Rick Doblin actually left the board of Lycos before they voted him off. And Lycos has fired or released about 75% of their people. And what we're seeing is in psychedelics, my feeling is that the medical model, people thought it was going to go over like cannabis, but it was really being quickly shunted into this, more conventional pharma insurance model where a single trip is going to end up costing you $10,000 to $15,000. That's just ridiculous. We do need psychedelic therapy and talk therapy for people with large amounts of PTSD, which is probably 85% plus of the general public. We do need a track for that. We also need the ability to recognize that we are grown human beings, and if we are allowed to fight and die for our country and be held liable in prison for non-payment of taxes or other bad actions, we should also be free to explore our own consciousness, provided, like this article said, we're not causing other public nuisance or public safety problems. This is our consciousness we are born into this world with. We should be allowed to choose to alter it how we wish, and it should be available to everybody, regardless of race, creed, color, national origin, and most importantly, economic status and availability of insurance. Because if we just stick with this medical model, nearly 70+% of Americans will just be left out in the cold.
Hey, but it's like Donald Trump said yesterday, man. Who the hell wants free insurance? Everybody shouldn't have insurance.
Did he really say that?
I don't know.
Yes, he said that.
Yes, I haven't seen that clip yet.
Absolutely. I will send
The
you
craziest thing, especially when it comes to Trump supporters, is
people want to communize, socialize medicine, and everybody has their own free health care. Like, who wants that? Nobody wants that.
And the craziest thing is the folks who have Medicare are some of his biggest supporters.
Yep.
You'll see people who are decrying the single payer option and public health care for all, and then they're doing GoFundMe's for their kids, etc., on Facebook and social media. And again, we see people who constantly are decrying the welfare state are also those states that consistently vote Republican, have Republican governors, have Republican legislatures, and actually take most money. And while those Republicans are constantly talking about the welfare state and the blue states, it's actually the blue states that are giving the most for welfare and other entitlement programs, and it is the red states
because they
are
popularize
receiving
them.
the most. What we really got to get down to is, are we or are we not an extended family? Is there such a thing as an American family? Are there such things as American citizens? Are we a country and a society together? And if so, why are we as a extended family and a society choosing people to outgroup? And we should be taking care of each other.
Well, and on that, we got a super chat from Troy Lawrence, who says, decriminalize, open the market, and deschedule. We couldn't agree more with you,
Hallelujah.
Troy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Troy.
Yes. We're going to go to a commercial, and we're going to be right back.